Hi everyone. Welcome back to our channel Philosophy Unplugged. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most profound and challenging questions humanity has ever grappled with: the problem of evil. Why do bad things happen? Whether you're religious, spiritual, or secular, this question has probably crossed your mind. From natural disasters to human suffering, the existence of evil and suffering poses a significant challenge to our understanding of the world. Let's explore this topic together. The question of why bad things happen in a world that is supposed to be governed by a benevolent and omnipotent deity is one of the most enduring and profound inquiries in human history. This dilemma, known as the problem of evil, challenges our understanding of the world, whether viewed from a religious, philosophical, or psychological perspective. In this article, we will explore various explanations and theories that have been proposed to address this age-old question. Philosophical perspectives. The logical problem of evil. One of the most well-known formulations of the problem of evil is the logical problem of evil. This problem has been articulated by several philosophers over the centuries, including Epicurus and David Hume. It can be summarized in 4 propositions. 1. If God is all-powerful, he could prevent evil. 2. If God is all-knowing, he would know when evil happens. 3. If God is all-good, he would want to prevent evil. 4. Evil exists. The apparent contradiction between these propositions forms the crux of the problem of evil. How can an all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-good God coexist with the presence of evil in the world? Free will defense. A common philosophical response to the logical problem of evil is the free will defense. This argument suggests that God granted humans free will, allowing them to make their own choices between good and evil. For free will to be meaningful, humans must have the genuine capacity to choose evil. Thus, evil is a necessary consequence of free will. Philosopher Alvin Plantinga has argued that a world with free will is more valuable than a world where creatures are programmed to only do good. Free will enables genuine relationships and moral growth, even if it comes with the risk of evil. However, this defense raises further questions. If God is omniscient, wouldn't he know that some people would use their free will to commit evil acts? And if so, why create them with free will in the first place? Theodicies. Another approach to the problem of evil comes in the form of theodicies, which attempt to justify the ways of God to humanity. One famous theodicy is the soul-making theodicy proposed by John Hick. According to Hick, the world is a place of soul-making, where challenges and suffering allow for personal growth and development. In this view, evil and suffering are necessary for spiritual maturation. The evidential problem of evil. While the logical problem of evil questions the coherence of the existence of God with the presence of evil, the evidential problem of evil focuses on the sheer amount and intensity of evil in the world. This problem suggests that even if the coexistence of God and some evil is logically possible, the amount and nature of evil we observe is more than one would expect if an all-good, all-powerful God existed. Religious perspectives. Different religions offer various interpretations and explanations for the existence of evil. Let's explore a few of these perspectives. Christianity. In Christianity, the problem of evil is often linked to the concept of original sin. According to Christian doctrine, evil entered the world through the disobedience of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. This original sin brought about a fallen state of humanity, leading to both moral and natural evils. Christianity also teaches that God has a plan for redemption through Jesus Christ. Suffering is seen as a test of faith, a way to develop virtues, and sometimes a mysterious part of God's greater plan, which humans may not fully understand. The book of Job in the Bible is a classic example of this perspective, where Job's suffering is a test of his faith and loyalty to God. Islam. In Islam, evil and suffering are also seen as tests from God. The Quran teaches that life is a test, and humans are tested through good and bad experiences. These challenges provide opportunities for individuals to demonstrate their faith, patience, and righteousness. Enduring hardship with patience and faith is believed to be rewarded in the afterlife. Additionally, some suffering in Islam is seen as a means of expiation for sins, offering a way to attain spiritual purification. The concept of qadar, or divine predestination, also plays a role in understanding suffering in Islam. Muslims believe that everything happens according to God's will and wisdom, even if the reasons behind suffering are not always apparent to humans. Buddhism. Buddhism takes a different approach, focusing not on a deity but on the nature of suffering itself. According to the Four Noble Truths, suffering, dukkha, is an inherent part of life. It arises from desire and attachment. The path to overcoming suffering in Buddhism is through the Eightfold Path, which involves ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. By following this path, individuals can achieve enlightenment, nirvana, and be free from the cycle of suffering. In this view, suffering is not seen as something inflicted by a higher power but as a fundamental aspect of human existence that can be transcended through spiritual practice and self-awareness. Hinduism. Hinduism explains evil and suffering through the concepts of karma and dharma. Karma is the law of cause and effect, where one's actions in this life or past lives influence future experiences. Dharma refers to the moral and ethical duties that each individual must follow. Suffering can result from past karma and is also seen as a way to fulfill one's dharma and progress spiritually. By living righteously and following one's dharma, individuals can achieve moksha, or liberation from the cycle of birth and rebirth, samsara. In this way, suffering is understood as part of a larger cosmic order that ultimately leads to spiritual growth and liberation. Psychological insights. Beyond philosophy and religion, psychology offers another lens through which we can understand why bad things happen. Psychological theories often focus on the human experience of suffering and how we cope with it. Cognitive appraisal theory. One such theory is the cognitive appraisal theory, developed by psychologists Richard Lazarus and Susan Folkman. According to this theory, our experience of stress and suffering depends on how we appraise or interpret events. It's not just the event itself, but our perception of it that determines our emotional response. For example, two people might experience the same challenging event, but one sees it as a threat while the other views it as an opportunity for growth. This difference in appraisal can significantly affect their emotional and psychological well-being. The ability to reframe and find meaning in difficult experiences is a crucial factor in resilience. Positive psychology. Positive psychology, a field pioneered by Martin Seligman, focuses on what makes life worth living and how we can cultivate positive emotions, strengths, and resilience. It suggests that while suffering is a part of life, we can develop resilience and find meaning even in difficult times. Practices like gratitude, mindfulness, and building strong social connections can help individuals cope with suffering and find a sense of purpose and joy despite life's challenges. Positive psychology emphasizes the importance of fostering a growth mindset, where individuals see challenges as opportunities for personal development. Logotherapy. Developed by Viktor Frankl, logotherapy is a form of existential analysis that emphasizes the search for meaning as the primary human motivation. Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, argued that even in the most dire circumstances, individuals can find meaning in their suffering, which can help them endure and overcome hardship. Frankl's experiences in concentration camps led him to believe that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond to it. This perspective aligns with the idea that meaning can be found in suffering, and that this meaning can provide a powerful source of strength and resilience. Conclusion. The problem of evil is a complex and multifaceted issue that has been debated for centuries. Philosophical arguments like the free will defense and the soul-making theodicy offer some explanations, while religious traditions provide their own unique insights. From a psychological standpoint, our interpretation and response to suffering play a crucial role in how we experience and cope with it. Ultimately, the problem of evil challenges us to reflect on our beliefs, our understanding of the world, and how we can find meaning and resilience in the face of adversity. While there may not be a single answer that satisfies everyone, exploring these different perspectives can help us develop a deeper understanding of why bad things happen and how we can respond to them in ways that promote growth and healing. What do you think? How do you reconcile the existence of evil and suffering in the world? This question invites us to engage in a thoughtful and ongoing exploration of our own beliefs and the ways we navigate the complexities of life. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.